Hey guys, is NCS Fan 001 here for another one of those weekly trophy list update videos. Today's date is Monday, August 3rd, 2020. So we're into the back half. Well, I mean, we're already kind of in the back half of the year, but really more in the back half of the year with only 5 months left of 2020, which is a good thing, I hope. Anyway, this will have covered the week of July 27th through August 2nd of 2020. So, there isn't a ton to talk about in terms of trophy progress this week, but it was good progress for everything that happened. So, first and foremost, Star Wars Battlefront 2, 100% complete. I already had Resurrection. So the only trophy I had left, if I can find it anywhere in here, was to reach rank 50. It was really not that difficult to do overall. As I've talked about before, it's really quite easy nowadays compared to how it was when the game came out because of the co-op mode being available. So really, all you have to do is wait and play on Wednesdays and weekends because Wednesdays are triple XP and weekends are double XP, which allows you to rank up much, much faster. So just have fun with it, don't overwhelm yourself, but just, have fun with it and play that on those double XP and triple XP days and focus on the other trophies during the rest of the week when you have plenty of time to do other stuff. Because remember, all of the campaign trophies together, everything through here, can be done on the easiest difficulty. You don't have to find the collectibles, and you can realistically do all the campaign trophies in 6 hours or less. I would estimate you could probably do it in like 5 hours, probably, if you really knew what you were doing. So maybe 5 hours to get through everything in the campaign. Maybe a little bit longer, depending on if you want to play on a higher difficulty or find the collectibles and stuff, but quite easy overall. And then it's just all the multiplayer trophies. Again, the multiplayer milestones will come along the way. Win a match in each game mode. That's very easy. These 4 class-specific trophies are actually quite easy because you can do them in the co-op mode. Because the sentry gun is very easy, the boosting is very easy, and the headshots with long blaster rifles are also very easy. This is by far the hardest of those 4 trophies just because the Vanguard isn't the best weapon in the game. It's not the best thing in the world. But it might require just a little bit of luck, but you'll get it eventually. It's really not that bad overall. I mean, I got it within a certain, I don't know how many matches it took me to get it, but I did eventually get it without really any difficulty, and I got it well before finishing the platinum for the game. I mean, I even got it before the Sentry Gun trophy. I guess I was focusing on it first, and I got it around the same time as the Long Blaster trophy. Anyway, then you, of course, have all of your trophies, well, 3 of your 4 trophies for Starfighter Assault, which, unfortunately, I am not very good at, and therefore made these trophies more difficult than I was hoping for. The kill streaks with interceptor ships are fairly easy because a kill streak is 2 kills in a row, so that's really not that difficult. You'll probably get this naturally if you play as interceptors a lot. The 50 enemies with dual proton torpedoes as a bomber is not the easiest thing in the world. Yes, the bombers have more health, but the dual proton torpedoes aren't really that good. That's probably the main reason it's almost the same rarity as multitasking here, which is probably the most infamous trophy in the overall game, due to the hero ships taking a ton of punishment and the fighter ships not being all that good unless you're really good at Starfighter Assault, which, once again, I am not. But as I have said before, this trophy is fairly easy to do in Hero Starfighters. That's where I'd recommend going for it if you suck at Starfighter Assault. If you're good at Starfighter Assault, then feel free to go for it in Standard Starfighter Assault. I mean, nothing's stopping you if you're already good at it. The battle scenarios, there are 16 of them. They are all pretty easy. You can get through all of them within an hour or 2, probably less than 2 hours. An arcade match, just play one of them, just complete one of them, you're good to go, nothing to worry about there. 25 objectives in Starfighter Assault is very easy, just any 25 objectives, including turrets and like the marked bombers that might come in and attack. So pretty easy, you'll get that along the way with the other Starfighter Assault trophies. Winning your matches of different game modes. I want to say that sad thing is I can't really place exactly what each game mode was like. Because, I mean, Starfighter Assault is pretty obvious. It's like, if you were fighting, dogfighting in Battlefield or something. It's how that works. And then I want to say that Blast is kind of a team deathmatch type of mode. Whereas, I don't remember what Strike is. I want to say Strike is closer to like a domination type mode, but I could be completely wrong on that, so don't take my word for it. Galactic Assault is a conquest type of game mode. It's a longer game mode where you're capturing and defending positions depending on your side. It's probably the most popular game mode overall, along with Heroes versus Villains and Starfighter Assault, so you won't have a problem finding matches in any of these modes, because you now have a lot of people coming back to the game with the PS Plus release and all. That definitely helps. The 50 enemies in Hero versus Villains, as well as winning a match of Heroes versus Villains, these are 4v4 matchups between the heroes and villains, or I guess you could say heroes for either side. Basically, the special characters for any side. Characters like Luke and Leia and Yoda, Darth Vader, Darth Maul. You get what I mean. Just defeat 50 enemies in this game mode. It's not difficult. It may take a few matches if you're not as good at the mode, and you're probably going to get your butt handed to you quite a bit early on because everyone else is going to have high-leveled star cards and stuff for their heroes. But it's still not too difficult. You just need to get 50 kills and win a single game, which it's not. It's a team-based game. All the game modes in this one are team-based, which is really, really nice compared to the first Battlefront, where I believe there was one, maybe two modes that were free-for-all based. I think it was only one. Then you have to be the first one to get a kill in a multiplayer match. This can be done in actual multiplayer, or it can be done in co-op. So it'll probably come along the way. If it really came down to it, I'm sure you could boost it in the co-op mode by just having your friends hang back. And I would recommend playing it with friends, because you'll probably have more fun doing it that way, and you might actually score more points and level up faster than playing with randoms. Play as all launch heroes. I don't remember exactly how many there are. I want to say maybe 14 launch heroes. But the good thing is, in Heroes vs. Villains, unlike how the game was when it came out, you can do this in Heroes vs. Villains, and you have access to every hero in each match for the era that the match takes place in. So really not difficult at all. Just play as the launch hero. You don't have to get a kill or anything. Nothing too difficult there. On that note, I believe this trophy used to be a lot harder. You had to kill marked enemies while you were marked, or it was something ridiculous that you had to do back when the game came out. But thankfully, they changed that relatively early on, and now it's much easier. Win a match in each multiplayer game mode, which I've heard that this one might be glitchy, that you might have to re-win a match in like Starfighter Assault or something. I don't really remember which one it is, but I think that can happen. But anyway, you also have to defeat 500 enemies as a hero, but this can of course be done in the co-op mode, which makes it quick and well, maybe not quick, but very easy. You'll get it along the way to reaching level 50. So, and of course, Resurrection, as I've mentioned before, it's just complete the 3 DLC missions. Takes about 2 hours. You can do it on the easiest difficulty. Nothing to worry about there. So overall, I would put Battlefront 2 at a 3 to a 4 out of 10 in difficulty. I'd say it's a 3 if you're good at Starfighter Assault, and a 4 if you're not good at Starfighter Assault or at first-person and third-person shooters in general, because you can play first or third person. I think I played most of mine in third person, but if you're not good at shooters, then it might be a little bit higher up. But if you're good at Battlefield and shooter games in general, then you're not going to have much difficulty with this Platinum. It's much easier than the original game, at least it is now thanks to the co-op mode. But it does still take quite a bit of time. You're looking at anywhere from 50 to 100 hours to get the Platinum, depending on how much you're playing in the co-op mode versus the actual multiplayer, as well as if you're playing on double and triple XP days to speed up the process. So I could see someone getting the Platinum in around 50 to 60 hours if they were only playing on, say, Wednesdays or something for the triple XP portion of it, and were good at like Starfighter Assault and everything else, maybe had some good luck with it. But would definitely recommend playing this game. It was surprisingly really fun. I liked it a lot more than I thought I would. So I can say it was well worth picking up when it went free on PS Plus. It was well worth playing. I don't have a whole lot of major complaints about it. Nothing too exclusive to the game now that they've dealt with the loot box stuff and all. Now, along with this, I also got the Platinum in Nickelodeon Kart Racers. And actually, before I mention that, real quick, GTA 5, we're in a new month. So make sure that with GTA 5 you log in this month for a couple days in a row just to log in, maybe run to the casino or something and spin the wheel for free. That's what I usually do. I just run over to the casino and spin the wheel and then leave the casino and log out. Make sure to log in during the month of August so you can get your free $1 million. Anyway, though, Nickelodeon Kart Racers. I got every trophy in this game. It took about 3 days to get through. It's not a very difficult platinum, but it's not a fun experience. I was really hoping for better, because I knew this game wasn't necessarily good, but I didn't think it was going to be as not fun as it was, because there's only 12 characters. There's no voice acting at all. They do have some quotes pop up every now and then, but there's nothing that's voice acted, which is really dumb. I mean, it's not overly surprising, but it's still kind of dumb. The enemy AI rubber bands like crazy in most races, which is really, really annoying. I'm not a fan of that in racing games. Because I'll say I'm not bad at kart racers overall. Like, I tend to enjoy some of the kart racers out there, especially Mario Kart. But this is not a good example of kart racing. It's better than, what was that other one, that Coffin Dodgers game? It's better than that one for sure, but it's still not that great of a game. Plus, there's not a whole lot of tracks, and literally half the tracks are basically the reverse versions, the mirrored versions already, so not a great selection on tracks, but the Platinum Trophy is relatively easy as long as you have some degree of skill with kart racers, and it's going to take you around 15 to 20 hours depending on your skill level. So you have to win a victory lap, which is when you level up. It's pretty tough to fail, but I do believe the 2 victory lap trophies are missable, so make sure that when you level up that you're still playing, and make sure that you get your 4 boxes that you need to collect. Just make sure you do that. Win a race is unmissable. Win an entire cup in easy mode and all cups in easy mode, as well as in normal mode. The cups themselves, there are 9 total cups. 6 of them are 4 races. 3 of them are 8 races. And guess what? The difficulty trophies do not stack, meaning you have to play through and win every cup on every difficulty. So basically 3 playthroughs. Isn't that just so much fun and entertainment to think about? Although, to be fair, you're going to have to do that much just to reach level 10 and get enough coins for everything anyway, so that might be the reason they did it. But it's still really, really annoying because it's not fun. Or, excuse me, it's especially not fun to play through the game multiple times when you have difficulty trophies that don't stack. Why do games do that? Honestly, why do you have games where difficulty trophies don't stack? That's just kind of dumb. If you can beat the game on the highest difficulty, why should you have to waste hours of your day, of your time, even, I know it's quarantine and all, but why should you have to waste time playing through the game multiple times on a lower difficulty than you already did because you already proved you could beat it on the highest difficulty? Rant over. Anyway, you have to use a boost for the first time, which is your slime boost. Let your slime meter fill up and then boost with it. It's very useful and pretty much unmissable. You have to break 5 objects in a single race while using it. You can't do this on every track, but there's a number that you can do it on. I don't remember exactly which one I did it on. Play as each racer once. That's easy. There's 12 of them. This trophy is glitched. You have to win with all racers. You don't have to win a cup. You just have to win a single race as each racer. But it unfortunately is glitched, and for the vast majority of people, it will not unlock upon winning a race with each racer. However, there are 2 workarounds for this trophy. The first you can try, which actually did work for me, is close the application after you've done all of your wins. Close the application, and then get back into the game, so reload into the game, and play as Leo, the 3rd of the 4 turtles. And play as him, and win a race as him, and it should pop there. If that doesn't work, then save this trophy for last until you've gotten all the other trophies, and then delete your game and your save data, and win a race as each racer again, which won't take too much time, but it's still annoying that it's there and a glitch. So yeah, not a fan of that. And also, fact of the matter, the 12 racers are literally 3 from SpongeBob, 3 from Rugrats, 3 from Hey Arnold, and 3 from Teenage Mutant No, wait, it's 4 from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I want to say maybe 3 from SpongeBob, 2 from Rugrats, and 3 from Hey Arnold, or I don't know. I don't really remember the exact distribution, but they're only from those shows, and 2 of those shows have ceased production over a decade ago, so yeah, I don't really know what's up with that. I mean, I know Hey Arnold had the Jungle movie 3 years ago, but regardless. Anyway, win at the last second, you'll probably get this naturally. If not, it requires you to pass someone at pretty much the last second. It's a little finicky as to exactly where it'll unlock. A good way to do it is to save up your boost and use it to pass someone on the very last straightaway or corner to win the race. And it has to be done in Grand Prix. It can't be done in free race. You have to activate slime valves on every track where they are available. They're pretty tough to miss. You should get this one through natural progression. I'd be shocked if you don't. 3 opponents in a single race. I could not get this to unlock in the Grand Prix mode for some reason. Maybe I was doing something wrong. So I suggest doing this one in the Battle Arena mode with the Battle Arena trophies. It's easier there because you can do the same opponent 3 times. Custom power-ups, there's 1 for each racer. It's their own specific power-up. For example, Angelica eats 3 cookies that give you a speed boost for each. Arnold has pigeons fly him in front of people. Stuff like that. So they're good power-ups for the most part. Beat your record. I'm not really sure how you unlock this trophy, but nearly everyone has it. So, it's not difficult. Co-op attack means you have to load into a race with 2 players, so you and a second controller. And you both have to pick up the same power-up while on the same team and use it at the same time, but you can do it with 2 controllers. Modify your cart's unmissable, just change anything on your cart. You're probably going to want to do this for a lot of stuff later in the game anyway for the hard difficulty. You have 2 other arena trophies. You have to compete in the arena for the first time, so complete an arena match, as well as 10 in each mode. This is stupid because, you know, you're not going to need to play each arena mode more than twice to understand what they're about. So you just have to complete 10 matches in each arena mode. You can do it with 2 controllers. You don't even have to win, just it takes more time than it should. It's just a waste. Shortcuts, you're probably going to get this through natural progression. There's quite a few shortcuts throughout different tracks. You shouldn't end up missing this. I don't know exactly how far you have to ride in the jet ski, but you will get this naturally while winning on all cups on all difficulties. You then have to win all cups on expert mode, which is not overly difficult, but it's also not the easiest thing in the world. I mean, you're not going to win every single race of every single cup in expert mode. As long as you score enough points to win, you're going to be fine. I did not have to replay any cups in this game. I will point that out. I didn't have to replay a single cup in this game, so that, I guess, is a good sign for what to expect, because, I mean, I didn't have to replay any of them. I'm assuming most people probably don't have to replay more than maybe one of them early on when they're learning the controls, or if they get really unlucky, because you can get really screwed over by the items you get hit by in this game, so you can get screwed by that if you get unlucky, so there's some RNG to the game. Win all 9 victory laps, meaning you have to reach level 10, which I unlocked during my final cup, and unlock every upgrade in the store I finished after my next to last cup. So this one requires a whole lot of coins to be collected, and you may not get this one by the time you win every single cup if you're not collecting a lot of coins, but it's at least easy to get overall. I mean, after that you can just grind coins for like half an hour probably and you'd be fine to buy all the upgrades, so it's not that big a deal. So I mean, overall the game's not really a hard platinum. It's like a I'd say probably 2.5 out of 10 because of some of the random BS that can happen. But it takes around 15 hours for me. Other players might take up to 20. It's not really difficult or even all that time consuming. It's a fairly rare platinum too. It's a 0.5 on here, and it's only around 27, I think, on PSN profiles. So it's relatively uncommon, which is kind of nice if you want to have decent trophy stats with it. But it's not really one I'd recommend unless you can get it for really cheap or like free on PS Plus or something. It's not really the best experience. So with that, level 76, 17%, 18,845 total trophies, 455 platinums, 2,836 golds, 4,953 silvers, 10,801 bronzes. So, plans for the upcoming week. First of all, I'll still log into GTA 5 until I get my next $1,000,000, as to be expected. I'm going to be working a lot on Destiny 2 because I worked on it some this week and made quite a bit of progress in it. Because with Destiny 2, as we now know, in November, Mars, Mercury, Titan, and the Leviathan raid are all going away. I think Io might be going away as well, but I'm not sure about that. So it's going to completely change and restructure the game yet again, and it's going to make certain things unobtainable. I mean, they're going to have to change the Leviathan raid trophies, I'm sure. They'd have to change them. But I don't know how it's going to affect the Triumph seals, because the one I'm working on is the Destinations Triumph seal, and all I'm missing right now are the collections badges from Curse of Osiris Warmind as well as Forsaken. I don't think anything in Forsaken is being taken away, which is good, but Curse of Osiris Warmind is all about Mercury and Mars. So I've been grinding away at those, and I'm actually 100% done with Mercury, and I'm nearly done with Mars. All I'm missing on Mars is one of the exotics, which is tied to a quest that I'm close to being done with. I need to unlock, I think, 10 or maybe 9 more of the nodes on Mars, which is just a really boring process. 2 of the weapons are Ikelos weapons from Escalation Protocol, which is unfortunately 100% random. Not looking forward to that. And one of them is something that's earned, I think it's the Kelvin, that's earned through rank up packages and activities. So I assume I will get it by the time I finish the Escalation Protocol stuff. So once I can finish with Mars and Mercury, then I can sort of breathe easy about Destiny 2, because then I'll just have the Forsaken collectible stuff, which one that I'm missing is from the Forbidden Shore, I think is what it's called. Yeah, Forbidden Shore. One item is from there, and the remaining 12 are from not Forbidden Shore. It's like from whatever that one is. You know, the one where Spider is. I'm blanking out on it. It's late, and I got to get up early tomorrow. So, I mean, because I'm recording this on Sunday. But anyway, whatever it is, the shore is only missing 1, and then the city, whatever it's called, the Dreaming City, is missing like 12. Regardless, though, once I get done with the Curse of Osiris Warmind, that's the worst of it out of the way, because that's the missable stuff. Or maybe they will give us a way to do it really easily once we get around to that point in time. I don't know. We'll have to see. But I don't really want to take the risk. I just want to kind of go ahead and get it done. I think I can probably get it done by the end of August, I would think. Or at least the Curse of Osiris Warmind. Maybe not Forsaken, but I would think I can probably get it done by the end of August. So that leaves me plenty of time. I'm going to be working on that pretty heavily, though. Destroy All Humans. I've been getting asked about that, why I'm not streaming it. Because Amazon hasn't shipped it yet. Thank you, Amazon and Jeff Bezos, for being a messed up company. I have certain issues with Amazon, but they're usually not this bad about shipping stuff. Like, they're usually, as many flaws as Amazon has, they're usually pretty good about shipping things in a reasonable time. And no, it hasn't been shipped to me yet, so I don't know when I'm going to get to play it, nor am I probably going to get to write the guide for it. Although PowerPix, I think, already has a guide up and has said that it's around a 4 out of 10, which is pretty much what I was expecting it to be. Like, it's not terribly difficult aside from some of the challenges and maybe a couple of the later levels. So that's really unfortunate. I wanted to be playing it this past week, but no, I can't have my copy of it. Also, if I sound nasally, I've got something going on in my head, some kind of head cold or something starting up. I really hope it's not coronavirus. I'm just very paranoid about it, because, I mean, I follow all the mask wearing and not really going out aside from, you know, weekly grocery shopping, monthly liquor store trip, and the drive-thru a couple times a week, but that's really it. So hopefully it's not that. Knock on wood there that it's not that, but I will let you guys know if it is, because I got a test because I'm paranoid. So I went ahead and got a COVID test this past week, and I'll know by the end of this week. Regardless, let's get that out of the way. Otherwise, I don't really know what my schedule is going to look like this week, because my parents are actually coming because it's my dad's 60th birthday. coming up in a week from now, so we're going to be celebrating down here because, one, there's more stuff to do and open than in North Carolina, and two, the food's actually good down here. That's honestly, I think, half the reason they come down here is just because the food's better here and because more stuff's open this year. But so yeah, I don't really know what my schedule's quite gonna look like this weekend. I'm gonna really try to get a stream out on the weekend as well as one during the week. I just don't know exactly which days and when, or if they'll be during the daytime or at night. We'll have to see, but I will get at least one stream out this week. Also, thank you guys once again for 10 years. I just released the Q&A video on Sunday. There's 2 more parts to the Terminator Salvation run that I have to edit, as well as videos from other games that I can edit together at some point and probably make compilation videos of some of them, some older games, some of which were recorded actually on the camera, so really old school. I was wondering what that noise was. It's apparently starting to pour down rain. That's pretty typical down here, especially since we got a hurricane coming in a few days. I'm inland enough that it's not a big issue, but anyway, yeah, that's really about it. I don't know how many times I said anyway, but the other thing for gaming is Battlefield 3. I have a partner for it. Unfortunately, he is in Australia, and I'm in the East Coast United States, so I don't really know how this is going to end up working out. We're going to try to boost a few times this week, like in times that are really early morning for me and like nighttime for him. So I hope we're going to be able to make some progress with it, but I'm not 100% sure exactly how well that's going to end up going. I'm going to try, but like I said, no promises as to if I'm going to make any progress with that. If I don't, I can always go back on and find another partner at some point in the future, but I don't want to leave this guy hanging because he has 2 consoles and 2 copies of the game, which I'm currently trying to download on my other PS3, and the weather is not being friendly to that right now, or the PSN network or something. But currently, here's what I still have to do. I have to get 2nd MVP and MVP in a match. I'm rank 9. You have to reach rank 45. I'm missing 4 vehicle ribbons, 3 kill ribbons, 3 game mode specific ribbons, 3, well, yeah, there's 2 different game mode sets of ribbons. Like, I'm missing like 4 from one and a bunch from the other, a few other weapon based ones, support based ones, and then all of the DLC stuff, except I think I finished maybe one of the weapons that you have to get 10 kills with. I'm not looking forward to this. This is going to be a really annoying boost because, I mean, even with two people with 2 consoles each, it's going to be annoying just because there's a lot you have to do in Battlefield 3. It's not a short boost. It's going to be up there with Far Cry 2. But I keep it in my head, once I get this done with the PS3 Online. Never have to touch it again for any trophies, and that's going to be a fantastic day. So, thank you guys for tuning into the video. I'll try to keep a decent schedule this week. We'll have to see. But thank you guys for watching the video. Please like, favorite, share, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the bell. And I will see you guys later this week.